This is the Sierra Canyon Weekly News.
Hi, and welcome to the Sierra Canyon Weekly News.
This week, Tue will be your host. Let's start this episode with campus news. Welcome to Campus News with 2A.
Last week we had a really big bake sale.
We were raising funds for the elephant sanctuary.
We raised a lot of money for a good cause.
Thank you to everyone who donated their time and money.
Last Friday, first graders had their performance.
You can watch the video on our YouTube channel, SCTV 2.0.
Now let's go to our announcements. Hi, welcome to this week's announcements. Let's hear from Mrs. Thiel and Mr. Horowitz.
Greetings, lower school students. I'm here in front of my wall. Two very important pictures to me, and I wanted to talk most specifically about this one. This one is a quote from 2 years ago, so actually our current second grade class, when they were in first grade, and it was Once Upon a Time theme. They actually all signed their names to this, and the quote is actually from Dr. Seuss's The Lorax. Unless someone like you cares a whole awful lot, nothing is going to get better. It's not. And I wanted to take the time to congratulate our kindergarten and third grade students on a job well done with the Elephant Sanctuary bake sale. Over $1,400 was raised through hard work, effort, and yummy, yummy treats. So thank you for that, for really putting into action the idea of service learning to become students for others. We are so incredibly proud of you. And with that, I wish you a wonderful spring break. I look forward to seeing rested faces when you return for only 8 weeks left of school. That is unimaginable how much you've learned in that amount of time. But go to bed late, wake up late, have lots of play dates and adventures with your friends and family. Mwah.
Well, good morning, Sierra Canyon students. Mr. Hurwitz reporting here on our last SCTV episode before we head off to spring break. And I purposely stood in front of these beautiful roses because they remind me of the season that we're about to enter, actually that we just entered. So I want to officially be the first to welcome all of you to spring and to wish you a wonderful 2-week break. You've all worked so hard. You deserve this break. Now, you still have a few more days, so we want to finish out strong. So from me to you, happy spring break.
Thank you to Mrs. Thiel and Mr. Horowitz. Hope you all have a happy spring break.
Now it's time for last week's travel news.
The fourth graders went to the LA Zoo.
Looks like they saw some amazing animals. They must have learned a lot from their animal projects.
Sports news, we have a little announcement.
Spring sports start right after spring break.
We have boys soccer and girls volleyball.
Make sure to come and watch our teams.
Now it's time for notes from the yard. Let's hear from Mr. Ragosa.
Hi there, Sierra. Before we take a couple of weeks off for spring break, I just want to thank you guys for how hard you're working on the yard. Together, along with these notes from the yard, we've done a lot to make sure that the yard is a safe and enjoyable place for everyone out there. So for these next 2 weeks, I want you to go home and relax and enjoy a little bit less structured time. But when we get back, we're going to get right back into it. We'll be back with notes from the yard, we'll have some extra reminders, and together we'll continue to make Sierra Canyon the most fun and safe school that we can. Thanks, guys. Enjoy your break.
Thank you, Mr. Agosta. Please remember all of his reminders.
Now it's time for this week's Olympic Country Spotlight.
Our focus will be Chile's country, Kenya. Now we're going to tell you a few interesting facts.
Kenya, whose capital is Nairobi, is located in East Africa on the Indian Ocean.
Kenya has many national parks, and its main exports are tea, coffee, and flowers. It's known for its great long-distance runners and the most popular events for visitors that's going on a safari.
Now it's time for the Sierra Canyon VIP.
Our VIP this week is Mrs. Rawson.
What can we say about our Gigi? She is just the best. We are so lucky to have the best health office assistant ever. Gigi, there is nothing she wouldn't do to help the kids in Sierra Canyon and to help me and Nurse Kristen. We are the luckiest nurses in the world and the luckiest staff to have Gigi with us.
Thank you for everything you do.
You are definitely a Sierra Canyon VIP.
Thank you for watching the Sierra Canyon Weekly News.
We hope you enjoy today's episode.
We'll see you in 3 weeks when 2B will be your host.
This has been the Sierra Canyon Weekly News.